said the learner. When you first start driving, it makes the roads feel and look like this. L say I. It's nothing to how the road might appear if you make a mistake. But mistakes can be avoided. Learning the controls at a motor school is like learning the ABC at preparatory school, the beginning of all instruction. To press the clutch, into first gear, and the great adventure has started. Now what are you doing over there? This way, please. It's a great day when the L is taken off, and you can leave your garage, with a good lookout to help you, confident in your ability to take the open road. But taking the road does not mean all of it. Now, sir, why do you keep to the middle when you're only traveling slowly? That chap behind wants to pass, and he'll try driving through on the near side. That's better. Keep well towards the curb and let him pass who will. Mind you, it's entirely wrong for the man behind to pass you on the near side, even if you are in his way. When you're turning right, you must of course get to the middle after making the correct signal. Then the following car knows what you're doing and can act accordingly. Slowing down. It's so easy when drivers tell each other their intentions, isn't it? Makes life on the road worth living. The front car is going to turn. That's the right signal for turning left. Often the trouble is that the left signal is given for turning right. When you're followed by a faster car or driver, it's a pleasant courtesy to signal that he may overtake you. Road signs provide employment for sign makers, but that's not the only reason they're there. Halt means just what it says. In other words, stop. When you approach a roundabout sign, don't think there's a fair in the neighborhood. It's really an indication to slow down as you take the curve. But when you've got round, acceleration is not only legitimate, but with a V8 exhilarating. Most crossroads have a warning sign, but all crossroads should be treated with respect, particularly when you're approaching a main road. Stop, let the passing traffic clear itself, take a look both ways, and then proceed. There are hills and hills. Take notice of them all, but with steep hills you should sit up as well. In addition, drop down to second and let the engine act as a brake. It's much the safer way. Always in the country, take narrow or winding roads gently. You know there's beauty in curves, even on the road. While we're on the bend, there are some madmen, and there's no other word for them, who try to pass on a left-hand bend. It ought to be a criminal offense. Other road users must be considered, but there are some drivers who forget the opposite direction and pass not only on a bend, but on the brow of a hill as well. We agree with every word. What's this chap doing? Right in the middle of the road. Get over. There may be somebody coming round the corner. That's better. Here's another example of impatient stupidity. It's the passing on the left-hand bend story again. And don't forget, they're not always so lucky. On the roads today, it's a question of give and take. Steady there, even if the cyclist was wrong to pull out. Two wrongs don't necessarily make one right. Now, the vexed question of pedestrian crossing. Remember that pedestrians have the right of way on an uncontrolled crossing, so stop for them. Don't barge over the crossing and scatter them. When you get the green on a controlled crossing, don't automatically put your foot down. There may be some people still on the crossing. Again, when the green shows, look for the chap who tries to beat the opposite amber. And to him we would say, wait for it in future. A slight diversion, for cars have to be jacked sometimes. It's very handy when your car has a strengthened bumper and a simple jack like this. And it's a clean job too. By the way, if you're doing this, or stopping for any other purpose, don't park on a bend. It makes it awkward for everyone else. And when you do start again, look before you pull out. But for the other man's driving, it might have been a nasty accident. Road digging is a favourite pastime during the summer months, so all warnings of road up should be treated with respect. It's much better to run slowly past the digger than drive quickly into him. A life on the road, taking risks like these, may be a gay one, but it'll be a short one as well. Take things slowly, and remember the old saying, it's better to be late in this world than early in the next.